Good morning. It's a gorgeous fall-like morning here at Moraine State Park. And this morning I am going to hike the Hilltop Trail. And this trail is located on the south shore of the park. Hilltop Trail is around 1 mile and it's a loop that traverses through evergreen and hardwood forests. Okay, there are 2 ways you can go. I am going to bear right. Let's begin our hike. We have 1 week of summer left. September 22nd is the first day of fall. And the goldenrods are bloomed. Temperatures feel like fall this morning, so insects shouldn't be too much of an issue. However, I do recommend wearing insect repellent. The trail is a little overgrown in this area, but it's nothing we can't handle. Just watch out for jagger bushes. And this trail is rated as more difficult, meaning there are some elevation changes and the trail is uneven in some spots. So watch out for exposed roots and rocks. Here is where the trail intersects with the Pleasant Valley Trail. Back in May, I did hike the Pleasant Valley Trail, so check out my video on the Pleasant Valley Trail. And to make things easier, just search under my hiking playlist on YouTube. Yeah, right there is the Pleasant Valley Trail. But this morning we are going to continue straight on the Hilltop Trail. The Hilltop Trail is blazed in yellow. Okay, we are descending down a small grade, and the trail starts out as gravel. And we are descending into an evergreen forest. This is a perfect morning for hiking. The temperatures are cool and it's cloudy. Sun is trying to peek out, but I prefer it cloudy whenever I hike. Here the trail becomes grass. So you just want to watch out because some sections may be muddy. Here are ruins from an old spring house. I am amazed every time I find ruins. Before Moraine State Park was created, farms dotted the landscape. There's a little culvert, one of the tributaries that feed into Lake Arthur. Okay, we are going to ascend up the hill. It's a short loop. Here you come to a fork in the trail. You can either go left, looks like a connector trail, or right. Well, I'm going to stay right because I want to do the entire Hilltop Trail loop. Here are some exposed roots you have to watch out for. This section is lush and green. Last time I hiked this trail, there was snow on the ground, which is just as beautiful as it is in the summer. Looks like remains of a bridge. Jewelweed is in bloom right now. We've got some burrs. And there's a blowdown along the trail where you're just going to maneuver around it. A blowdown is whenever a tree is blocking the trail. Usually the tree is blown down by the wind. So we're going to maneuver this. Let's climb over this. There, that wasn't too bad. There's a nice pine forest. These pine forests are located throughout the park. And these trees were planted by volunteer groups in the late 60s. So Boy Scout troops and youth groups contributed in planting these trees. These trees are all new growth. It's hard to imagine this area just farmland. Here we have our first rural elevation change. The trail is uneven in some sections, so you just want to watch. That's why it's important to wear a sturdy tennis shoe or a hiking boot. Try to stay clear of flip-flops, sandals, canvas shoes, etc. Save the cute shoes for a special occasion. In all of my hiking videos, I always point out the noise level. This section of the Hilltop Trail is quite noisy because Route 422 is right through the brush. Looks like at one time the trail veered off. This elevation change is probably the reason the trail is rated as more difficult. Yeah, there's Route 422 right through the trees. It's kind of hard to see with the foliage. These berries are not edible. So always make sure you check before eating berries. Made it to the top of the Hilltop Trail. Here's a hint of fall. Hopefully we have vibrant fall colors, but I highly doubt it because the summer has been really dry. In the 1970s, these trees were not here, so you were able to get a panoramic view of Lake Arthur. I wasn't born until 1977, so it's kind of before my time. There's an old wives' tale that states that as tall as the goldenrod is, we're supposed to get that much snow for an entire winter. Heading back into the woods. And this is more of a hardwood forest. This is some nice hiking right here. The sun is trying to come out, and it's going to be sunny for the next week or so. Come to another fork in the trail. We are going to stay left. And it's back into the woods we go. Yeah, these leaves look like they're starting to change. Yep, got hints of red. And here you can clearly see why this trail is named the Hilltop Trail. Looks like we're on some kind of ridge or hilltop. Some beautiful trees in here. I mentioned earlier that there were farms that dotted the landscape before Moraine was created. And these stone walls were probably fences or property boundaries. Yeah, right here is another stone fence. So these marked off the landowner's property. Whoever lived up here had a nice view of the surrounding countryside. And you have to remember, when this was all farmland, 60, 70, 100 years ago, these trees were not here. These are all new growth trees. Come to another fork in the trail. Left is the connector trail that takes you back to the parking area, and I am going to continue right because I want to see the rest of the Hilltop Trail. There's a neat root system. I am going to tell you, please stay away from the rocks because there could be snakes that are nesting under there. Time to descend down the hill. Just an FYI, I did do this trail counterclockwise. Ah, there's another teepee. That must have been built in the last year or so. Because the last time I hiked this trail was January 2021 when there was snow in the ground. Oh, cool. There is another teepee along the Sunken Garden Trail. It's just really neat to see. Here's another ascend. Not too bad. Just enough to get the heart pumping. Another pile of rocks. Here's another blow down on the trail. Again, we are just going to maneuver through it. Got to press on. Hilltop Trail is a nice walk through the woods. Even though there's no scenic overlooks, views of the water, or waterfalls, it's still nice to take in Mother Nature. There's a leaf dancing in the wind. It looks like it's connected to a spider web. I can barely see the line for it. It's very fine, so my camera's not picking it up. I can smell pine. I love the smell of pine. Okay, we are back where we started. This concludes my hike of the Hilltop Trail. If you want to continue your hike, you can hike on the Pleasant Valley Trail. I want to thank you for watching my video. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you get to enjoy the park. Everybody have a great day.